We entered this beautiful shift 2 days ago, and for the last 2 days, we've just been asked in our powwows and our barefoot sunrises to just rest, receive, rejuvenate. Today, we were asked to witness. And when I asked more about what witness meant, and everything comes in acronyms for me, but witness was to stand in readiness with in with intention to notice or navigate energy, the energy that Source sends. And it was to stand in witness to our thoughts, witness to the transition. The last shift that we were in was all pink. It was just this beautiful love. We've now stepped into blue, which is more of this unity, oneness, gratitude, and the messages that have been layering in is all about layering. So in my powwow last week, or in our Monday's Metamorphosis Monday, it came through to layer in frequencies of layering of frequencies. About a month ago, we were given the layering of the cosmic blueprint. So when you combined and you converge your, let me just see if I can, what I can share. So the cosmic design and the layering of that is when you converge. So there is a celestial code 55505. And when you bring that code into the center of your heart, the center of your forgiveness frequency, and you sit in the stillness of it, the 55505 is you are going through a portal. So you're taking your past, present, and future, going through the 0 point, converging into one. And this convergence is consistently happening. So when we are tapping into the convergence of the soul blueprint into the cosmic blueprint, that is, we are just receiving an additional layer of frequency. Interesting. When you step into the cosmic convergence, it is asking you to look into your cosmic soul, your cosmic blueprint, which combines, I want to make sure I get this right. And if you would like the full instructions on how to create your cosmic design, just add cosmic design in the comments and I will send you. It's a PDF and it's just the steps that I was given about a month ago to converge these into one. But the cosmic design is your astrology, numerology, colorology. It takes your human design. It converges your sound, how your name and sound, and there's symbols to each of the sound of your name at birth, your name at birth. It's a soul destiny code. Thank you. And also your gene keys. So when you take all of those and you combine them and merge them and converge them into one, you receive your cosmic design. And there's a step-by-step process to do it accurately. And then you put all that information into ChatGPT, and then it, based on the promptings that you're given, it creates your cosmic design for you. And then it also has the right particular wording that was given by the Divine Father, Mother God in our Akashic powwows. We were brought into a whole team that brought forth this cosmic design to show us how to complete it. And then we've had others test it for us as well, just to ensure that the instructions that were given were correctly brought into human form. But that was another layer. So it's interesting how you're asked to do certain things. You don't know why you're doing them. You're just in full surrender. And then you will realize when it all converges into one, when you stepped into a shift, that how pivotal those moments were for you. So when we were asked to expand our hugs to cosmic hugs, we were asked to, and if you haven't quite caught on to the cosmic aspect of it, it's huge. We were asked to take our Akashic Reiki with the wisdom of the Akashic records, layer in EFT tapping and color breathing visualizations to expand on these cosmic hugs. And that was in March, February, March. We were also asked in our daily rituals to start layering in. So we were doing the clearing cleansing. We would open up our Akashic Reiki hug. We would open up our powwow with the Divine Father, Mother, God. And then we would do our full clearing, cleansing, calling back, and we'd open the celestial pillar that started in January. So it really is these little baby steps that lead us to this big powwow and like fireworks. So as we asked, our daily rituals were asked to change in February when we were asked to layer in the lymphatic draining system. So there's 8 spots of the lymph nodes that are activated before we do anything else. After we've connected to our feet and our energy and grounded into Gaia, then we do the lymphatic draining first. And that lymphatic draining took us through the expansion of our morning, our barefoot sunrise. But it also brought us to this layered frequency of what we were able to accomplish each and every day just by doing that. It also helped with chronic pain. It really was just, I wish I had it years ago. It opened up new portals daily of connection, of expansion, of elevation, of illumination, of evolution and evolvement. And it will lead to our transcendence. So we had the layers of our cosmic hug. We had the layers brought forth in our daily practices. We've had the layers brought forth, bringing us into the cosmic design. And then now, this last week, we were in our Metamorphosis Monday. We were given more layers. So first it was for our sips, a new sip that was on essential oils and the benefits of the layering the essential oils and the space in between, and very intricately how you layer those in based on their scents, their colors, their wear on the body. They get layered in, and that was our sip. So our 80 days of healing, our 80 sips of healing, that is sip 29, I believe. So that was brought through. So we were shown the importance of essential oils and the benefits of layering them, especially for those going through menopause or perimenopause or in menopause, pre, peri, in it, and post it. And then it showed us that the cosmic solar alignment that we went through a couple weeks ago was another layer, that Gaia and all of those that are guiding our ascension are layering in frequencies. You have the frequencies coming from the sun, you have the frequencies coming from the Schumann resonance, you have galactical frequencies that are coming in, you have the electromagnetic field. We are a layer. Healing is a layer. We have layers and dimensions. We have the layers of the etheric and auroric fields, our toroidal fields. Everything is a layer. There's horizontal and vertical fields and shields, which are all layers. So it all comes back to layering. And what we were brought through when we just kind of understood the concept of layer, and then we were taken back through everything that we've been asked to layer. Convergence is layering. It's the past, present, and future layering, combining together and converging through that 55505 into oneness, into unity, into wholeness. I was shown the layers of love, the layers of really even food. We layer in spices, we layer in like seasonings and different aspects of food. You start with the oil, and then you put in the garlic. If you're making a tomato sauce, then you put in the tomatoes. Everything is layered based on how it brings out its essence. The essence is brought through the layers. And so, when we were brought through last week, we were told to layer our frequencies. And we were shown that standing on the earth is a layer. That's a layer of frequency. So you're barefoot, you're connecting. When you connect with the sun, you get the gamma rays, is another layer. When you are in nature, it's a layer. When you connect with the trees around you, it's a layer. You have flowers, that's a layer. Everything has holds of vibration and frequency. We know within the Feargiveness frequency, that is the basis of it, is that you take self-love and you wrap it in color and it amplifies it. And you take self-forgiveness, wrap it in color, it's amplified. Same thing with gratitude. So we've layered in the emotions, the highest frequency emotions of love, self-love, self-forgiveness, gratitude, authenticity, self-acceptance, and then we layer them with color, and that amplified them. So there's this amplification that happens when you set the intention to layer and wrap in love. And that's why our hugs are just so important, because you're wrapped in the healing that's universally guided. So when you start to layer your frequency, you are being layered by the universe through the solar flares and through the energy. But what that is doing, it's amplifying you. It's bringing you up to a high frequency. It's the rainbow rise up. So rainbow rise up is using all of the colors to restore the intrinsic source energy into the universal playground. That's what rise up is. And this last weekend, we saw the rise up happening when so many gathered in love and peace. And we had this shift, this cosmic shift that occurred just a couple of days ago was because of that. So many within the collective are rising up, and they're restoring their own intrinsic source energy, but they're also adding it not only to their own playground, they're adding it to the universal playground, which is the collective. And because of that, because so many people showed up in love and unity and oneness and sovereignty, we were able to shift cosmically, globally, collectively. So now we're being asked to focus on layering the frequencies. So you have Mother Nature, and I know I'm bouncing around, but that's how the information is coming through. It all connects. It's just kind of a connect the dot. When you are standing on the ground barefoot, you connect with the earth's frequencies. You connect with the sun's frequencies, the trees, the birds, all the sounds around you. You can bring in sound as another layer, but it's also what you're wearing. So last week, I was told, just in a powwow, I was told to stop what I'm doing, guided to very specific types of linen. So the frequencies of fabric, linen holds a 5,000 frequency. Linen and wool, if you put them together, they cancel each other out. So I was told to purchase linen sheets. I found one website that I was brought to had linen swatches, which in a whole bunch of different colors. It doesn't matter how much. It doesn't mean if it's a king size linen you get more frequency. It's the frequency is in the fabric. It doesn't matter what size it is. So if you are looking to increase your frequency, I was shown that even having a swatch of linen in your pocket brings in the 5,000 frequency. And then you're layering that frequency. But it's also showed me that when you have, and you're let's say it's kind of a shield. So you have your linen. you're wearing your linen, or you're wrapped in your linen, or you're sleeping in your linen, you set the intention, you have your swatch in your pocket, you are vibrating at this 5,000 frequency, which also brings you up, levels you up within your timeline. It will raise you up, your rise up to the highest available frequency and vibration within that timeline. So you are rising yourself up. You're also raising up the collective, so the universal playground, you're raising that up. But when you receive in solar flares, or you receive in anything that's less than 5,000, it just blends and merges, because you're already at such a high frequency because of the layering of frequencies, that it just kind of weaves itself in. And whether it's a solar flare, whether it's the corona hole, solar winds, whether it is earthquakes, or the shifts and the Schumann resonance that Gaia is going through, no matter what it is, when you have already added your layers of frequency, it distinguishes any of the ascension symptoms. It depletes it all. It weaves it into you. It allows you, it's kind of like this layer, this shield, these layers and layers of protection that you've added on when you start to layer in utilizing sound, nature, the sun, your environment, all of the elements and elementals, in addition to the fabrics. And then you add, if you really think about it, if you have already layered your essential oils, you brought those in, like, it just, the possibilities of layering your frequency are infinite. The different ways that you can do it, you can intermix and intermatch. When you do this, it's just elevating you, levitating you, raising you up. It's your rainbow rise up. And when you put it on repeat, every rhythm is a repeat. And if you watch the Schumann resonance report, it has a signature rhythm to it. Every song is a repeat. It has rhythm, and songs have layers. Everything has a layer. They're just cheering. It's just like this, yes, you did it. You brought it. You brought it into human form correctly. I'm just going to sit in some light language to anchor that in, because that was high vibration, high frequency.